know, Fresh Ink is an incredible value in terms of what you get from the experience. I think that for me, it's about being in a place where you can truly explore every idea that you have around music. It's about really understanding that your network, your community of people that you build around your art is the greatest currency you will ever have. And the people who self-select to come here are some of the best artists and human beings that I've met in my life.
Fresh Ink is very different from other festivals because it has this entrepreneurship focus while also still having a lot of technical music focus. So you've caught me just like high off an amazing rehearsal, hearing a piece the way I always envisioned it and had never heard it. So of course that's wonderful about these festivals. But meanwhile, we're getting a crash course in basically how to be a businesswoman as well. It's pretty unique.
The festival was really a way for us to fill a gap that we saw between what we learned in university and conservatory training and what it took for us to found Fifth House. All the different things that you get some pieces of while you're in school, depending on what program you're in. But what I really wanted to do is to shortcut that for people, to help them to understand the various things that I learned in that process, to put it together in an experiential way, and to basically connect the idea that we can all make an authentic life in music that is connected to our own vision and values. And we're not just going to inspire you to do that, we're going to give you the tools to do that.
We love the educational aspect of this. It's pretty well proportioned performance, rehearsal, and also learning opportunities. So as opposed to a lot of other festivals that are mainly rehearsal focused, they're really getting into the details of how you build something like an arts organization and how you organize things, and that's been really useful for us.
We had a really great meeting, and immediately after we were able to set up our quartet as an LLC. So we were able to start a business within about 30 minutes of meeting with her.
I think it's helping us, form us in a more professional way and kind of not compare ourselves to others in a bad way, but kind of knowing where we should be at and where are we right now. So that kind of facilitates everything on how to get there. Yo le diría a cualquier músico que no lo piense dos veces, que realmente es una buena experiencia, se aprende mucho. Muchas veces los músicos estamos un poco aislados en nuestro cubículo practicando, y creo que aquí se aprende mucho de lo que es la vida real en el mundo artístico, no solamente en Estados Unidos, pero en el mundo.
Honestly, this is my favorite 2 weeks of the entire year. It brings together the best of what Fifth House has to offer. It honestly is every corner of our organization that's special. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to work with young people who are interested in a wide variety of things and helping them to unlock what is within them and advance towards those goals.
Well, what's so exciting about the way that the faculty interact at Fifth House is that we are not teaching down. We are involved, we are equals. So for example, Fifth House musicians are integrated in these chamber groups playing alongside performer participants on works of music that were just written by the composers. We're able to really integrate in the group and to share personal experiences, things we've learned, rehearsal tricks, and we find that that makes the whole experience not just a lot more rewarding, but a whole lot more fun.
My name is Elisandro Garcia Montoya, and I'm originally from Costa Rica. Yo le diría en primer lugar que es un lugar especial porque no solo van a encontrar compositores de otras partes del mundo, pero va a tener un ensamble en residencia como lo es Fifth House, que está compuesto de músicos de muy alto calibre.
It's a wild ride while we're here. It really is. To be doing all of these different things and presenting in one workshop and then in a rehearsal in the next, and then running straight to a concert where I'm carpooling, driving folks around and making sure that they're having a really great performance experience and working through their public speaking lines. Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into it, but I find it really energizing, actually. I think what's really funny here is that we have at least 13-hour days every day, and then we get back to our dorm rooms as they were, and we're all just still running on a high. Like, we cannot go to bed because we're just excited about everything that's happened and everything that's going to happen the next day. And so we don't sleep a whole lot here because I think we're just so charged up and constantly going.
The faculty are phenomenal. They are so incredibly approachable and down to earth, very quick to be honest and open, sharing their stories, their mistakes, so that I don't have to make them, and also incredibly helpful. Very, very helpful with what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong and how you can make that right.
The faculty is super relatable. They really take a lot of time and energy in planning every specific seminar and workshop and event. So nothing really goes untouched. They really love what they do and they think they're making an impact, and that shines through to the students. And they're really, really great educators.
I appreciate how down to earth and attentive the faculty is, and how much attention to detail that they have and the high standards that they have, but without being judgmental in any way. They're always very encouraging and very, very positive, which encourages the students, myself included, to really do more, like to push to do even more than you thought you could.
So one thing that's really wonderful about the festival is that we are going to be putting a focus over the next few years on making sure that the artists that we cultivate are as diverse as the audiences that they will eventually serve. That's really important to our field. It's really important to us. And one of the things that we find is that it's not just about exposure or making sure that works get performed. It's about developing entrepreneurial and leadership qualities within people who have a passion to do this work, and making sure they have the right opportunities for it to be seen.
And what's been really great is that we have gotten really detailed instruction about a lot of different things on the music side. Not just, okay, this is what you need to do. Here, they gave us a lot of how do you do it. So that's been really great. And then of course, you are also have the connections with the people that they brought in to teach us those things. And they've been very open to us communicating with them outside of the festival, like after we leave. So that's been really great.
Well, for anyone who's on the fence about coming to Fresh Ink, I would say simply do.
Get off the fence, just go.
You should do it.
If you want to have a career as a musician, this is easily the best festival you can invest in.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah,
Do it. Don't hesitate. Just do it.
Someone were on the fence about Fresh Ink, I would say do your research, as you always should, and you'll see that it is unique because it is both very musically vigorous and has the entrepreneurship element.
I would tell them that this is probably the best workshop festival that they could go to.
It's not only one of the best ways to learn so much information about the business of music and how to be an entrepreneur in the world, but it's a wonderful place to learn so much about yourself, your own limits, and your capacity to change the world around you. And I think most of all, we're excited about creating the next generation of music leaders who go out and change things. And I could think of nothing more rewarding than for someone to come to Fresh Ink and have an idea or to develop an idea that was beyond what we could have imagined. And that's absolutely what should be happening. So more and more, I think that people are seeing that this is a unique opportunity to come and not just to learn, but also to lead. So if you have any interest in being a leader and not just sitting and passively receiving what's been taught before, this is a place to find that out, not just to learn, but to grow and to play a role in being one of the next classical music leaders.